Welcome in, everyone. Today we're diving deep into the world of crypto market making with Johan Turpin. He's the co-founder of Wintermute, and they are major players, so this should be good. Now, you already know the basics, buying, selling, all that. We're going deeper, right? We want to understand the actual mechanics of these markets.
And it's pretty fascinating, honestly.
I bet.
I mean, think about it. You're trying to, let's say, buy a token. Yeah. But there's just no one offering a decent price, or no one's willing to trade at that moment. It's frustrating.
Oh, absolutely.
That's kind of where market makers come in, like Wintermute. They're that constant presence, making sure there's always liquidity. So even when regular traders aren't matching up, the market keeps functioning smoothly.
So they're taking on some risk to make that happen. It's like they're the oil in the engine, keeping everything running. But what makes Wintermute different? I mean, it's a crowded field.
It is. Johan mentioned their tech-first approach and a really unique company culture.
Yeah, let's dig into that. What does tech first even mean in this context?
So Wintermute, they realized really early on that to handle how volatile crypto is, automation was key. While others were still doing tons of manual trading, Wintermute was building these super robust automated systems. These things could handle insane trading volumes and react to changes in the market crazy fast, like milliseconds.
Wow, so they were kind of ahead of the curve.
Totally. And this forward thinking, it even extended to how they approached DeFi, decentralized finance. They saw its potential right away, especially the ability to tap into these massive liquidity pools and totally new financial instruments.
Deeper liquidity pools, you said. What does that mean exactly? How did DeFi give them an edge?
Okay, so think about it. Traditional finance, it often relies on a handful of big institutions to provide liquidity, right? DeFi uses blockchain, so it's open. Anyone can participate, which means a much larger pool of liquidity that someone like Wintermute can use. They can execute bigger trades and work with a broader range of assets.
So it's not just speed, it's about strategy too. It's like they're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the biggest challenges, remember that story Johan told about 2019?
You mean when they spent 80% of their trading profits on exchange fees alone? That was crazy.
It just shows how tough the market-making business can be, especially back then. High volume is key, but it comes at a cost.
So how do they deal with that? They didn't just accept it, right?
Definitely not. This is where being tech-first really paid off. They basically obsessed over their trading algorithms, cutting out any unnecessary trades, finding exchanges with better fees.
That's some serious problem solving.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the future, yeah? Johan had some really interesting thoughts about where crypto is going, tokenization, decentralized exchanges, all that. What really stuck with you?
He's definitely bullish on crypto, but he's grounded too. Like, he doesn't think everything needs to be tokenized.
Right, got to draw the line somewhere.
It's more about finding those perfect fits, where blockchain tech actually brings something new to the table.
So not tokenizing just because we can, but because it makes a difference.
Exactly. Think about real estate. Imagine if you could tokenize property. Suddenly, investing is way more accessible. You could buy and sell fractions of buildings, just like trading stocks.
That would be wild.
Or supply chains. Blockchain could track products all the way from the source to you. More transparency, less fraud. It's huge.
Those are some really cool examples. What about these decentralized exchanges, though? DXs? Will they take over the crypto trading world?
Johan definitely sees DeFi becoming a bigger deal in finance overall, but he's also realistic. Right now, the user experience on DXs, it's still a barrier, especially for new people. Centralized exchanges might not be as philosophically pure, but they're just easier to use, for now, anyway.
It's always about user experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
No matter how revolutionary the tech is.
It's true. But here's where things get really wild. Johan talked about a future of machine-to-machine transactions, like your fridge orders groceries by itself, your car pays for parking without you lifting a finger. That kind of thing.
That sounds insanely convenient, but how would that even work?
This is where DeFi could really shine. Imagine smart contracts on the blockchain handling all those microtransactions between devices. Your fridge, it'd have its own little digital wallet that talks to the grocery store's system. Once certain conditions are met, boom, payment sent automatically.
Okay, that makes sense. And because it's all on the blockchain, there's that built-in security and transparency.
Exactly. And it's not just about being easy. Think about the economic possibilities. Micropayments everywhere. A more connected world. The potential is huge.
It's mind-blowing when you think about it. But let's bring it back to the present for a second. Johan also mentioned AI. What's Wintermute's take on that? It's changing so fast.
He was saying that AI is already a huge part of how they operate. They're trading algorithms, analyzing market data, making trades. That's all AI. But he also said it's crucial to stay ahead of the game because AI is only getting more and more advanced.
What did he mean by that? Is there a worry about AI being used for, bad stuff in crypto?
Oh, definitely. As these AI trading systems get more complex, they could be used to mess with markets or take advantage of people. It's a real risk.
So it's powerful, but it could be dangerous too.
Yeah, like a double-edged sword. That's why Wintermute puts so much emphasis on security and risk management. They're always updating their systems, trying to stay a step ahead of the bad actors.
Sounds like it never ends. Like a constant game of cat and mouse.
Exactly. It just highlights why ethics are so important in AI. We need to make sure this technology is being developed and used responsibly for good.
Absolutely. One thing that really stood out to me was Yoan's own story. From being fascinated by markets as a kid to building one of the biggest players in crypto. This isn't just a job for him, is it?
You can tell he really loves this stuff. Remember him talking about languages? He said it's connected to why he's into market making. It's all about understanding systems, how they work together, and making those connections flow.
It's like he's building bridges, right? Bridging the gaps between different markets.
That's a great way to put it. And it made me think about that last question he asked, the one that really makes you think. He said, if market making is all about understanding value and facilitating exchange, then what does that say about the systems we create and participate in, not just in finance, but in the whole world?
That's a really powerful thought. It makes you realize that there's a human side to all of this. Even in the middle of all the technology and trading, it's more than just numbers on a screen, right? There's this whole human element that drives it all.
It really is. And that kind of leads to what you should be thinking about as you explore crypto and everything. What role do you want to have in how these financial systems evolve?
Like a call to action, yeah. To really engage with these technologies, but thoughtfully, right? Not just for profit, but for actual positive change.
Well said. And I think, honestly, we did a pretty good job of breaking down market making, especially in the crazy world of crypto.
It's been a wild ride. We talk about what market makers even do, how Wintermute approaches things, their tech, and even what the future of crypto might hold. Tokenization, decentralized exchanges, AI, all that.
Oh, yeah. And we can't forget user experience. That's huge for adoption. And of course, security, ethics, all that, especially as tech keeps changing.
Yeah.
But maybe the most interesting part is, like we were saying, the human element, the stories, the motivations behind all of this.
It's been a fascinating deep dive, whether you're deep in crypto or just starting out, understanding how it all works, the good A&D, the bad. It's crucial.
Couldn't agree more. And as you learn more, just remember that question Yoan asked. Think about the systems we create, what we value, and how we want to impact the world.
It's a good reminder that even with all the tech, all the trading, it's still about people in the end. That's it for this deep dive, everyone. We'll be back soon with another topic to unpack. Until then, keep exploring, keep asking questions.